All right, dude, last day of school.
It's Dinghy pickup day! How's the new car?
Oh man, the grocery getter is gonna be great. Brummel Splice is actually really easy to do.
That is our dinghy setup, and she's on the back of the boat finally.
Hey, buddy.
I did it.
All right, so what do we think? Now that we've got the boat here, and you're kind of getting used to everything, what do you think about the boat?
It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Like,
Think you're gonna have fun on it?
no. I mean, I could sleep here, but like, I'm not gonna have fun.
Are you gonna do a lot of work on it? Are you gonna help us with work?
Maybe. I'll drive the boat.
All right, dude, last day of school.
Yeah.
How about it? How about it? What do you think?
No.
Last day of school. Have a good day, bud. Hey, buddy.
Let me get out of the way.
Oh,
Really?
what's happening? All right, Slick. Last day of school. How was it?
Good, but horrible.
Good but horrible. What happened?
Long freaking day.
You had a long day. Last day of school, and it was a long day. All right, guys, we're heading to pick up our logo for the boat up. So, Davis, what you got there, buddy? The boat decals?
Yes.
For what?
The boat.
For the boat. What do you think? Pretty cool?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You gonna go help us put it on now?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. Hey, that looks good, guys. Yeah. Just gotta go get them on the boat now.
We are at the jet ski rental place to grab the trailer.
For what?
To go grab our dinghy.
There's a rental company out here at the beaches, near the Beaches restaurant on Volano that rents jet skis, and they've kindly allowed us to rent one of their trailers to go get the dinghy. So we're gonna pick the trailer up now and head over to Coco.
Go and grab Doug.
We're going to grab Doug. Where's Doug at?
Cocoa Beach.
Cocoa Beach. So we've driven all the way down to Cocoa Beach. Yeah.
2-hour drive.
2-hour drive. Then we're gonna pick up the dinghy and head back to St. Augustine and get Doug loaded up onto Paradise Falls. Woohoo! I got Preston with me today, and the reason I've got Preston is because we're using Preston's truck. My truck now has a fatal flaw. Basically, one of the valves in cylinder number 3 has taken a dump, and the engine needs to be repaired heavily, so we're not going to be using my truck from now on out. So yeah, we're going to be picking up the dinghy with Preston's truck today and heading back to St. Augustine to drop her in the water and get her set up on the back of Paradise Falls. Looking for Mr. Gator.
He's outside.
Hey.
There's the man.
Hey guys, what's going on?
How's it going?
All right. You waiting for your Doug? Waiting for Doug? Okay. He's hanging in the ceiling in there.
I saw him.
Doug's hanging.
What do you think, buddy? That's Doug.
So as you can see, lights start the back here, inside here, your battery, storage space. We
Nice.
use the U1 370 cranking amp battery, storage space, your remote control, carbon fiber dash. Whoop, careful.
Sorry.
Careful. Got lots of stuff. So on the side there's a trim and tilt button.
Nice.
Trim and tilt. Everything's all tidied up, ready to go. Always remote kill switch if you fall out of the boat. Your warm-up switch. Engine.
Nice.
So you have your running lights.
Yep.
And then the next switch down is for the anchor light, which goes in this holder right here.
Right.
And then the next one down is the bilge pump.
Okay. And this automatic bilge
and the
pump?
bilge pump is automatic.
Oh,
Any questions?
Any questions?
Nope.
No questions?
No.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
He says, get her in the water.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're
We
absolutely
appreciate
welcome.
all your help, and we look
You guys
forward.
are gonna have. I'm looking forward to seeing lots of adventures in Doug.
Well, Gator is the one who made Doug possible, so this is awesome. Thank you.
Lots of water adventures in the new Highfield.
Why isn't Mom here with us?
We all want a voice trip.
Who's we all wanted?
Preston.
And you.
And Davis.
He
Hey,
wanted. He wanted.
It was a 2-on-1. I asked her at the last minute. She was like, no.
So Davis wanted a boys trip to go
Guys'
pick up.
day out. All right.
It's a guy's day out here, so
Guys' day
guys'
out.
day
picking
out,
up Doug.
picking up Doug, and then we're just gonna go ahead and move forward and get it back and
Take
have
Mom
fun.
for a spin.
Take Mom for a spin.
There you
Actually,
go.
Mom's gonna be driving the boat while I go bring the trailer back. So.
How's the new car?
Oh man, the grocery getter is gonna be great. This is awesome. This is so much fun.
Quiet.
It's quiet. They got a lot of power. We haven't tried that out yet, but we will.
Davis, you like her?
Yeah.
When we're out of the country, you can drive.
Yes. I'm going to drive once before, though. Right here?
And you just make sure we stay off the dock.
Thanks, Press, for letting us borrow your truck to go down and get the dinghy.
Thanks for giving me a ride in the boat.
Preston's not a huge fan of our boating experiences,
Yeah. I'm a fan of y'all.
just not sailboats.
I said I'm pro mom and dad, not really pro boat.
First ride the dinghy.
Doug is alive! Doug is alive! So we finally got the dinghy on board, and to do that, I had to connect a whole bunch of Dyneema line to make the harness. And with Dyneema, it's so slick that traditional knots and stuff don't hold during when you're tying it off. What we do is what they call a Brummel Splice. And Brummel Splice is actually really easy to do. You just need to make sure you have fids available because you're going to be actually splicing a line. And so the tools we're going to need are a set of fids. You're going to need something to mark your line with. You're going to need something to cut your line. I've chosen a brand new razor blade just because you just want to get a nice sharp edge when you're cutting this stuff to make it clean cut, and something to measure with. I have my tape out here. So when you're making a Brummel splice, the splice is going to be 60 times the length as this is wide. So this is 5mm line. So we're going to need 30 centimeters, which is 60 millimeters of line, and that's going to be our first mark that we want to mark on that. That's going to that's the portion of the line that's actually going to get buried down into the back end of the line. So I want to go ahead and mark that. I'm at 30 centimeters. And get my pen out here. And we're going to mark that. That's going to be our mark number, or mark A. We're going to call that mark A. The second mark is going to be how big do you want your eye to be on your splice. You can make a small eye, you can make a large eye, but we're going to just do a 4-inch eye. So we're going to make another, I've got my A mark here, we're going to make another mark here, and that's going to be our B mark. So that's going to be B. This is our working end, so this is A, and this is B. And we're going to grab the correct size fid, which is going to be this fid for us here. We're going to go ahead and load the working end, and we're going to go into B. Okay, we're going to use the fid to open up the line right through the middle here. And we're going to slide the fid straight through along with our line, so it goes through. So now that we've got it through, we can take our fid off, and we're going to bring the line through until this mark, the A mark, comes past. So if you can see, the A mark is here. We're going to bring the A mark beyond it, just beyond it right there. So now that's where your mark is. So it's beyond where you put the fid through. And we're actually going to take the fid now, and we're going to go through this mark, which is the A. So we're going to fit that through. Now, what's going to go through here is not the working end. We're going to need the non-working end, but we're going to just go ahead and fit this through. There we go. We've got that to come through. Put our fid down. So now we've got our non-working end. This is our working end, our non-working end. We're going to bring this through all the way. And so now it looks like so. This is your loop here. So we're going to bring that through, and we're going to take this portion and we're going to push it all the way down to the edge. And if you saw that, it locked itself into place. So now that is a locked loop that you can add carabiner to or whatever. And so, for this portion, this is going to be what's going to go inside of your line. So we're going to take the fid again, and we are going to fit the fid. You want to go in the line right here on your non-working end. You want to take and push the line like so, and it's going to loosen up. It's going to loosen up all the braids. We're going to fit it in where we can get it, and you're going to go in through the braids. You're not coming out the other side. You want to go down. You want to actually go down the line. So as you're sliding your fid through, you want to make sure you go down the line. So now I've got my fid all the way through. Now I want to bring the fid out. So we're just going to turn a little bit, and the edge of the fid is going to come out, and I've got my line in here, my working end, and we're going to pull this all the way through. Try to keep this as bunched up as possible when you do this until this disappears into the inside of the line, just like that. So you've got 95% of it done. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to actually cut the end of this off because I've got some tape there. And we're going to take our fid and we're going to start up here, and we're going to remove some of the braids. And we're going to remove a braid every few centimeters until we take about 5 or 6 braids off. You can see that I've gone ahead and taken out a couple of the braids. They're hanging here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to cut them off as close as we can to the line. So I'm going to go ahead and do. Alright, so I've cut all the loose braids off. and I'm left with the end. But what I'm gonna do on the end here, I'm gonna do a taper cut on the end like this. All right, so I just got finished that. Now the end is tapered, and all we gotta do now is we're gonna take and we're gonna suck this part of the line into the center of this. And it's very easy. All we're gonna do is start at the end here and start pulling the line tight. And you can see the line disappears. And then there is your end result. You now have a locked splice in your Dyneema line, and that splice isn't gonna go anywhere. And as you guys can see, that it will support a lot of weight. The dinghy is over 450 pounds, and I've got these locking splices supporting that dinghy. So, well, it's a well-made knot, and it's not going to slip on you. I got my splices up here attached to the carabiner. They come down to the ring. The ring is attached to another line that has my other carabiners with my splices on there attached to the dinghy. So this is my harness setup for the dinghy at this point, and it seems to be working fine. We've got up top our double blocks here. This created additional lifting strength with our winch that's up here. The line comes back, and I was able to get the line attached to the winch on this side, so it was really cool. Didn't have to make any more drilling holes into the boat or anything like that. It was a simple switch around. So yeah, it actually, you know, increased the lifting strength of the winch, and because our dinghy is right at the max weight.
And what dinghy do we have?
We have the Highfield 360 CL with the steering column, and we also have a Tohatsu 30 horsepower engine that is supposed to weigh exactly the same as a 25 Yamaha, so we were able to get 5 extra horses for the same amount of weight.
So we just take the gas tank out when it's lifted just so that we meet the weight.
Yeah.
So that is our dinghy setup, and she's on the back of the boat finally.
Baby, what are you doing?
Trying to clean the hull. Say what?
You get that platform I wanted to get.
Better though.
Yeah. Bubba, what are you doing?
Power washing the soapbox boat.
Oh, cool. Thanks for your help.
Easy here, these a-hole motorbike floaters might fly past.
Yeah, in a no-wake zone, they certainly put out a bunch of wake, don't they?
They're like, haha, look at that girl hanging on to the side of the boat over there. Yeah, it's just...
All right, babe, good job. You rock.